Oh my gosh, the audio for that is probably gonna echo so bad. The audio for that is probably gonna echo so bad. The audio for that is probably gonna... Sorry, I had the stream playing in the background. Look, I had to switch channels back, guys. I'm a little razzle dazzling. All right, we should be good now. What's good, fellas? Thanks for tuning in as always. Sorry it's a bit late. I underestimated my drive back, and then I forgot we swapped YouTube channels back. The new channel we acquired giving us issues, blah blah blah. So here we are, back on the OG channel, built from scratch. But anyways, you know the drill. We'll give it a few minutes. We're gonna look at Bitcoin. We gotta look at Bitcoin, and then we'll do our shit coins. And hopefully we can get out of here in like an hour or so. It's been a pretty good few months. Got a lot of different coins up here to talk about, and I'm sure you guys will have suggestions and stuff you want to talk about too. So should be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun. And like I said, I switched to the old channel, so let me know if it's audio problems or things are too loud, too quiet, whatever. And make sure like and retweet the tweet if you guys saw my tweet, so we can get more exposure and all that good stuff. Let's see, no drop frames. Connection looks good. All right, we're gonna test audio one time. It's gonna echo one time, okay? Gonna echo one time. There we go. Nothing to it. Sounds good. Sounds cringe. I hate hearing my own voice. I'm sure everyone does, but anyways, I'm gonna check a couple of Discord messages, let the rest of the people that want to join, and then yeah, we'll get in here. All right, last test here before we really get into things. Last test. Oh, scary stuff. What's up, Tommy? What's up, Plaza? What's good? Abashu Macrotico? I'm not sure if you're hyphenating your name or if you're want me to just call you Macrotico or something. But alright, guys, listen up. Roberto's about to drop something. I'm about to be like, yo, buy 0x shitter. Buy 0x peepo. Buy 0x pp. How has no one launched 0x Pepe? Yeah, Blockcircle Gang's in BV3A. Got that one pulled up. I've been buying more. I saw Justin's son, I'm pretty sure, actually followed Buccaneer today. Did he unfollow after he followed? Oh, no, followers, you know, here we go. Let me see. Shit, do I even follow Justin? I don't even think I follow Justin's son. I don't. All right, let me follow him and then go back to see if he follows. He does, yeah. Justin's son followed Buccaneer today. I'm not sure why, but he's got 3.4 million followers. So one tweet from that guy, this shit's gonna rip. In fact, do I have any money on Arbitrum? I might buy some more. Actually, let me think about this real quick. Do I want to buy more? I mean, I got plenty. I don't have any money on Arbitrum anyways. Maybe we'll send a little there. If it dips more, we'll buy some more. If not, we'll be chilling. And I think I looked at remit. I can't remember. I don't remember if I really liked it or what, but I don't know. I got a lot of bags now, you know. It's getting to the point that I've just got so many bags. Insufficient liquidity. Is Orbiter bugged or something? Can't send USDC. What the heck? How many can I send? Can't send 5,000. I can send 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Okay, we'll just send ETH or whatever, I guess. I don't even think I'm gonna buy one now, but it'll be fun to have some funds there. Maybe we will. I don't know. Dude, the problem is, man, with BV3A, they had a fat Trader Joe pool. You could ape like 15, 20, 30K and barely push price. And the dev says that it got sold into. So I guess someone just nuked it out really hard. So yeah, now there's no liquidity there. And you just have to buy on Uniswap. And the Uniswap liquidity is really low. Which just kind of stinks. But, I mean, is what it is. Not really a big deal. Just not ideal at the same time, you know? Remit, though. We can pull up Remit. I'm seeing more than one person's talking about this now. Oops, wrong one. Block remit 24-hour price change 100%. Oh yeah, there's a pretty low chance of me buying this. I'm not saying it's not legit by any means. Not saying it's not legit. I just don't really buy stuff that looks like this, you know. I'll buy it if it does this again. Like, y'all give me a nice dip back to like 0.02. I'll hop in. If I miss out, I miss out. I've missed out on stuff before. It's not a big deal. Yeah, exactly. Remit made me so much money already. Yeah, like, we'll see. I'm not stressed. I got enough bags nowadays that, like, if I miss something, I don't even care anymore. Like, no, I'm not tweeting about BB3A yet. That's a really long play for me. I'm gonna let that one play out for a while. I'm not interested in spreading the word yet. We're gonna keep it quiet. We're gonna keep it quiet. Ugh. Is a BVJ pool, is it ETH? It is ETH. That's fine. We'll send some ETH over and we'll do a little nibbling. Yeah, I do mess around outside ETH. Like BV3A, for example, Arbitrum, GND Arbitrum, TND Arbitrum, rdpx Arbitrum, Wisp, ZK Sync. Is Noise Arbitrum? That's Ethereum. I think they're also on Arbitrum. But yeah, I much prefer to trade on Arbitrum. The liquidity is just not as good, you know, for pretty much everything, obviously. And there's just not as many projects on there that I want to buy. Like, I can't buy OXO on Arbitrum. Can't buy OXO Crypto Arbitrum, you know. Can't buy Noise. I mean, actually, you can't buy Noise on Arbitrum, but it's kind of... It's just kind of not good liquidity. What's good, Logan? I'm doing great, brother. I hope you're doing great too. Happy Sunday, Don. Oh, forgot to thank you, Jesus, for the time to stream and the wonderful people to stream too. Wouldn't be able to do this without you, so greatly appreciate being able to be here. All glory to God, people. Remit will. Alright, I mean, like I said, we'll hop in if we get a good dip, but I'm just not one to buy, you know, I'm not really one to buy a 200% pump on a day. You know, if I miss out, like, I miss out. It's okay. You know, there's a great daily candle. Could definitely get continuation. I'd just rather buy some consolidation or a pullback. Especially like now, I mean, I'm just kind of feeling like I'd rather hold a little bit of cash right now and miss out on some more money than get a big dip across all my favorite assets and not have money to buy some more. Just to have one extra bag. That might make me more money, but like I'd hate to put money in and this happen and I could have bought in like down here and then have less money to buy stuff I like versus just, you know, what, missing out on this. Like, I've missed out on pumps. It's okay. Amen, brother. Darn right. Afternoon, James. We're about to get started here. We're going to look at BTC, and then we're going to go through our lineup of shitcoins. Yeah, I mean, I gave Cosmos a whirl. I just don't see anything I like on Cosmos. Like, we used to buy, I think, Sienna. Do they even have these anymore? What was the other one? It was like SF, not Spice or something. What was it? What was that, like, Dex? There was like a secret Dex. It wasn't Secret Swap, was it? C-Fi. I think it was C-Fi. Isn't that Cosmos? Can you even buy this anymore? I guess not. I guess it's dead. Yeah. Yeah, I traded a little on Cosmos. I think Cosmos is kind of shit. Like, what is there to do and buy on Cosmos? What's the reason to use Cosmos? And then, as far as, what was the other? Avalanche, yeah, like, I have some GMX. I've had some escrow GMX on Avalanche for, like, years now. I did some GLP stuff on GMX. Used to have a lot of different stuff on Avalanche, like, shoot, can't remember them nowadays, but like, I used to have Joe, and there was a whole lineup of AVAX stuff. I think the whole Spell arc was on AVAX, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everyone tries that, right? The runner-up play, like, it's just lagging, you know, and it's either lagging because it's shit, or it's lagging because some people just don't know about it. And I've got plenty of bags like that, you know, betting on this is lagging, and it's good that I'm in early. Like, that's how Noise.GPT was. Like, everything's kind of been pumping. Noise looked like this. So it was either lagging because people didn't know about it, or it was lagging because it's just mid, you know? And then, you know, it got some exposure. So even this first pump doesn't necessarily mean that it was lagging because it's undervalued and people just didn't know about it. But, you know, it does kind of seem to be the case. But, yeah, like, I feel that. That's how my ZK bags are. Like, Wisp, you know, had a good run, but it's just kind of been sitting sideways for, like, 2 months now. Because there's just not really any interest. You know, the Arbitrum airdrop hype has dropped off, so people aren't really thinking about getting into the next, like, the ZK Sing airdrop, so it's just the hype's not there. And I think it's fine, you know, Cosmos could bounce back for sure, like, in the next 12, 18 months, something like that. So you just, if you're thinking long-term, you know, and if it's not like, you know, 50% of your account in it, you know, if it's like 10 or 5 or something, then I think it's fine. And we can look at some, you know, you can show me your Cosmos bags. I'm happy to look at them. I like to have exposure all the way across the board, but like, you know, people aren't going to be going there trying to farm for the airdrop, right? Because Cosmos, Atom's been out forever. And you know the worst part about the Cosmos ecosystem? Look at the Atom BTC chart. It never has outpaced Bitcoin in its life. But it's consolidating, right? Like, it's gonna one day, maybe. You know, but since 2019, 4 years it's had a chance. An entire bull run and a nice alt season for, like, the last 5 months, and it's done nothing. You know, it can't even outpace the, like, really low returns Bitcoin's given the last few years. So, not ideal, right? Like, not great. Not great. Versus like the AVAX ecosystem was popping off in 2020, 2021. And look at it, you know, it went from $1 to $130. Like, we just didn't get that for Atom ever. Check out Kuji. PP. Oh, shoot. Dude, I haven't looked at PP in ages. I just assume, you know, I made my money on PP. I haven't sold any PP, right? I only sold Pepe. So I figure we'll just, like, hold it. And maybe next year I've got another, like, 20, 30K Pepe rewards or something. But it needs volume, right, to print. And the volume is dead. So it's not printing, right? So we just kind of got to pray that someday the hype returns. But I think it's dead. Like, if you want to make a long-term bet, you know, you could nibble like a couple $1,000 down here or something, but I don't know. I think printers in general, I think the hype's just like kind of dead. Like, isn't there Print the Mong? Like, I'm pretty sure they're just all dead. Print the Ladies. Dead. Glitch. Look, Print the Ladies, $185 volume today. Dead. This is the wrong glitch. Because that looks good. Infinite money glitch. Yeah, pretty sure it's dead. Like, all the printer protocols are kind of just dead. And I think I lost more money than I made overall on them, which is kind of embarrassing because I was up a ton on PP. It was just, I don't know. Didn't really want to dump a fat stack of PP on the fellas, but whatever. Ink has dried. Are you talking about in PP? Yeah, like, pretty much just dead. Thoughts on Panto? Alright, we'll pull it up, and then we're going to get into BTC, because we can never forget that even though it's dinosaur coin, I mean, this is the reason we're having a good year, right? I know it's been boring for a month or two, but if things look like this, we're not pumping the shit out of our stuff, guys. Like, meme coins are not ripping. OXO is the only one I'm kind of like maybe, because OXO during the downtrends during this has still gone up. So, you know, it's kind of like market resilient. But if Bitcoin dumps 25%, you know, OXO is going to dump 50%. It'll probably bounce faster than Bitcoin, but it's probably still going to jump, because I always talk about this, guys. Some people want to know, why does everything dump together? Part of it is because they're algorithmically lined. Like, Ethereum is going to dump because if Bitcoin moves, the algorithms are going to sell Ethereum to, and they're going to sell AVAX to, and, you know, Aave, etc., etc. But for DeFi coins, it's a little different. You know, when everything's down, you know, imagine you're in 10 bags. You're in Ethereum, you're in AVAX, you're in WooTrade, you're in BNB, Atom, whatever, and then you're in OXO. So all your algo-aligned coins, they start dumping 5, 10, 15%. You're losing money on those. The only thing you're up on is OXO. And ideally, the right mindset is let your winners ride. But the mindset that's going to take over everyone is, oh shit, I'm losing money on my other stuff. I need to take more off my winner already. I need to take off what's still up. So they sell some OXO. And the next guy says the same thing. Oh shit, I'm going to sell some OXO. Then it starts to go down. People say, oh shit, people are starting to TP OXO. Maybe I do care about my profits. I didn't sell it 9 cents. It's 7 cents now. But shit, maybe I should have sold 9 cents. So I'll sell it 6 cents. You know, and that's how the never-ending cycle, that's how everything goes down. You know, and then if OX Encrypt hasn't gone down yet, people go, shit, well, that's the only thing I'm up on. Gotta sell some of that too, because everything else is going down. Blah, blah, blah. So, long story short, right, if Bitcoin dumps, everything's gonna dump with it. Temporarily, at least, you know, so we always gotta look at Bitcoin. I know people just want to go look at the shit coins. Me too. I don't want to talk about Bitcoin, but like, the Bitcoin run is what sets us up to have the freedom to be trading all this other garbage. Okay? Check out Friend. I got burned on a Friend project recently. Is this the same one? No, it was Feels. It was Feels. Is it the one that's up 25,000%, or is it the one that's in a pullback? Pull mode. The first one, naturally. I can already tell you, if it comes back here, I'd consider You know, I don't know if I want to buy all-time highs. Might be a scam, though. Good disclaimer. Way to keep it safe. Respect. Unibot. Alright, Unibot's the last one I'm going to pull up. Thoughts on game, for now at least. We'll pull up more later, but for now, I really want to just keep on track. Thoughts on GameFi. I'm a big fan of GameFi. I think GameFi had its first cycle last time, and everything in GameFi back then was pretty shitty. Like, Jewel reached $1 billion, and the gameplay was like, it was fun if you like that kind of thing, you know, if you're into that stuff, and I was, so I had fun doing it, and it was kind of fun because it was new. You know, seeing crypto in gaming and doing that stuff was fun, but as a real game, right, there wasn't much to do. It was pretty minimal, like, compared to, like, Dead Space, you know, Modern Warfare 2, right, Harry Potter Legends, League of Legends, Dota, all the good games, Overwatch and shit, like, that's a game. Jewel was not really a game. It was like a little game, but it was really just a Ponzi scheme. And it was good while it lasted, but it was just like, you know, it was the first cycle for GameFi. Now, this cycle, we're going to have AAA games that have crypto incorporated into them, but the developers are not just crypto guys. The developers are game guys and crypto guys. So they understand the importance of, guys, we got to make a good game. That is the baseline, most important thing. We have to make a good, fun game that's going to engage users. It's going to keep users coming back, you know, like 60% plus user retention, stuff like that. People need to want to play it, not just to make money, right? That's how it can be a sustainable project. And if the tokenomics are good and the in-game economics and all that stuff is good, it's going to be a banger. We're going to see multiple billion-dollar GameFi projects. My favorite one, personally, is Block Games. And me and the Blockcircle guys, a lot of us are in from the ground floor on that one, baby. We got a really nice deal because we're friends with the team. You know, we've had the team in Blockcircle for years. So we got a really nice deal on equity and tokens with them. So super excited about that. I don't think I'm really going to get into it on this stream. I mean, maybe as it gets closer to when the public can buy it, then we can talk more about it. But Block Games, guys, the token will be Block. Keep your eyes on it. When it drops, get a piece on pullbacks. That's all I'm going to say because it's going to be a beast. All right. We're going to talk Bitcoin. Okay, so we're going to do a top down. Are we dumping today or can I use? It's pretty much the same. I can use BLX. Just a little tidbit. For those of you that don't know, BLX, Brave New Coin's Liquid Index, gives you an aggregated chart across all the history. So you can see Bitcoin's price action since it was a penny. So it's really nice for looking at long-term cycles and stuff. So if you're ever trying to do like a really higher time frame analysis, use BLX. Just keep in mind, it lags by a day. So, you know, if you have a big dump or a big pump, you're not going to see it and the effects of it on your indicators and stuff on BLX for a day. You're going to be a day behind. But since we're in a range the last day, we don't really care. But let's see what we're working with. You know, if you guys have watched our streams the last few months, there's not going to be anything mind-blowing here, right? On the monthly, we're still just going through the first retest of the bottom range from 2021, 2022, right? No big surprise, we have not gotten through it on the first test. On the flip side, we've retested the monthly 8, and we've held it so far, which is a really good sign, and honestly leads me to believe we don't see lower than this level, and if we do, it's going to be a very small drop. Or maybe not necessarily small, but quick. Like, you know, a quick move down to like 22K, and then a wick back up to 26 before the monthly or weekly close or whatever. Like, I don't think we close back below this monthly 8 EMA. And you definitely do not want to see that happen, right? Because the majority of this bear market has been closes below the monthly 8 EMA. And the majority of the bull market is a trend above the 8 EMA. All right. Oh, damn gnat on my screen. I don't know why. I just swatted this gnat as if you guys would see the gnat on my chart. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. But, anyways, so from a price action standpoint, it looks okay, right? Maybe we hold in front of the monthly 8. Maybe we dip a little further to low 20Ks. I think it's good to have some cash, like, at all times right now. You know, it's been a really crazy 4 to 5 months. Made a lot of money. My account is up, personally, well over 1,000%. If you guys have not secured some cash from that, I think you're making a mistake. Like, you know, I'm personally willing to risk a fair bit of my open P&L. A lot of my stuff is long-term bets. I'm willing to suffer, you know, some 50 to 75% drawback on this stuff and be patient in the next year and even into 2025. Long-term outlook. But, you know, accounts up a lot, right? Like, I want to have cash more than anything. I want to have some cash that if Bitcoin goes to 22K and everything you see up here goes down 50 to 80%, I can get bigger bags before they rip again next year. This year's focus is 1, capital preservation, and 2, accumulating bags to sell to retail next year. Because believe it or not, guys, retail's not here right now. Crypto is pretty hated and forgotten about for the majority of the world. Right? Like, we are in accumulation stage. This is a PvP market. We're just trading against the guy. Everyone that's trading right now has probably been here for most of the bear market. Like, go on Twitter. You're not going to find that many guys that joined crypto this year. Especially not this month. You know, you go back any time in the last bull market, like every month, every day, there's a bunch of new entrants getting in. Some of you guys are probably those people, right? That's not the case right now because we're essentially, you know, we're at the pre-halving stage, right? Let's mark out the halvings. Actually, I think halving was, I'm not sure when it was. I think maybe October. Was it? I think it was July. I don't know. Somewhere like here, right? And then back here, it was July. And then here, it was May. And then the next one is over here in April. Okay, so now we got to talk about this, guys. Sample size right now, 3. Not a really great sample size to make some concrete, you know, I almost said solutions. What's the word I'm looking for? Some concrete statistics. Let's say that, right? I'm sure that fits fine. It's not like we have 100 halvings to go off where we can consistently say every time, blah, 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 blah. But, well, it's what we got to work with, right? And every time, the majority of the big gains is after the Bitcoin halving at some point, right? At least for Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin is doing great, most everything is doing great. They might not pump hard until Bitcoin's done running, but they will pump harder after Bitcoin runs and while Bitcoin runs than they are now. So if we're getting big runs now, just you wait until next year. So you want to be accumulating some nice fat bags while also making sure to pay yourself. You know, I took out some cash to my bank recently. I've got, you know, some cash in stable coins, and I've got some stuff I'm willing to cut if things start to go south. Like, a lot of stuff I'm not going to cut, you know, but a lot of stuff I'm okay cutting and just sitting back on. Like, a lot of my stuff is garbage. And a lot of stuff I'll just hold through whatever pain comes, use my free cash and crypto, you know, to average down and then be patient. I've never sent money back from my bank, so I can afford to risk a little bit more in crypto because, you know, even right now, if I lose 50% of my profits in crypto, my net worth risk is not that, you know, it's not something I can't tolerate, right? But if you're 100% net worth in crypto or 80% or whatever, you want to keep your cash a little bit closer. You know, definitely be accumulating your long-term bags. Definitely ride these waves while they continue. But you got to respect your capital, right? You know, risking 40%, 50% of your net worth any time versus, you know, I'm risking 5, 10, or 15%. Big difference, you know? And really, in the end, it just comes down to what can you stomach in your situation, you know? Because everyone's different. Like, I'm different now than when I started. When I started in 2017, it's 100% net worth risk. Why not? I'm in college. I either make a ton of money and I don't go to work, or I lose my money and I go to work. You know, like, what's the difference? If I lose my money, I just keep going to work. You know, nothing really changes. But for some people, you know, I always say if you have a bunch of bills to pay, if you got a bunch of loans, mortgage, if you got your family to think of, you know, and that's kind of how I am nowadays. You know, I got a lot of people I'm taking care of, then you got to respect your capital more. Just so you need to understand. I think a lot of people, even especially in Blockcircle, make this mistake of trying to line their portfolio up, especially the new guys, trying to line their portfolio up with me, aping everything I ape, trying to ape everything on fat size for them. You know, it's like, your tolerance is not the same as mine. Your financial situation is not the same as mine. You can't make these kind of assumptions just because you want to catch the next banger. Like, I understand. Trust me, I understand. But you have to have your own plan. Like, same thing. Guys want me to let them know before I'm going to dump something. I'm not going to let 100+ people know before I dump some liquid shitcoin. If we're up 10x and I've said, hey guys, it goes 5x, 10x, I'm going to be taking profits. I've told you, you know, like, and I'll tell you after I sell, but I don't need to. You're going to look at the chart and see it, right? Like, and so many people follow my wallets, you know, I get DMs the moment I approve a contract, like, yo, what's this? What's this? Like, that won't last, guys. Eventually, I'm going to mix my coins. You ain't just going to be able to follow my wallets. So it's important that you have your own plans. And I'm with you. I'm like, if you guys need help formulating your own plans and stuff, you need advice, I'm there for that. But just trying to follow me as a signal call kind of thing, it's gonna hurt. Like, if you're not playing the same as me, if you're not sizing the same as me, if you're not in the same financial situation with the same risk tolerance, more than likely it's gonna hurt. And you can't expect the same performance. So just keep that in mind. Look at people that lost everything on Lunar FTX. You know, that is one of the saddest things that actually happened in crypto, honestly. Like, you had people that have been in crypto almost a decade. They have avoided scam after exchange crash, after hack, after exploit, year after year after year after year, building their net worth only to store the massive portion of it on FTX. Because it's Alameda, right? It won't go under. And it did. And it honestly, like, it's hard because, like, I get hype. If you guys know me, I get hype on dump days too. I love dump days. Even when I'm suffering, losing a ton of money, you log on Twitter, everyone's freaking out. I don't know. There's a sense of camaraderie when you're in it to win it, and everyone else is kind of getting freaking wrecked with you. You know, there's a sense of camaraderie. And you always have the people that are all cash or they're all short, and it's like, yeah, fuck you. But honestly, nice job. But with this one, it was just hard to enjoy it because, like, most people were getting really wrecked, and the shock, like, people couldn't believe that it was happening. You know, it was just really sad. Like, but yeah, like, the greed. It's really the greed. You got it. And everyone wants to talk risk management, but you don't really see a lot of groups talking greed management, right? And greed balance. Greed is good. You know, like, I think, you know, you want to be a robotic trader. You know, you want to follow your rules. You want to stick to what you know. You don't want to get emotional and make emotional decisions. But you have to be emotional at sometimes. You have to acknowledge your emotions. They're going to give you really good signals. Your greed can sometimes tell you a lot about your portfolio, how you're sized, how you're positioned, how you're over-positioned and oversized. Like, emotions are a good thing to keep your eye out, but don't let it control your trades. You know, if you're like, and my buddy Dove, you know, he wanted me to talk psychology today, and I'm going to hit on psychology a little bit because it's big. Like, it's really big. If you're not psychologically in check in your day-to-day life, you're not going to be psychologically checked in your trading career, and it's going to mess you up. I've been messed up from it. I still get messed up from it. You know, like, there's never a point where you don't have to focus on it. If you're being undisciplined in your life, you're going to be undisciplined in your trades. Most likely. Not everyone every time, but most likely, if there's something wrong in your life, and I'm not saying your life has to be perfect to trade well. Not what I'm talking about, but Your issues in your life, your day-to-day, are going to translate into issues in your trading career. That is just a fact, an unavoidable fact. So, focusing on having your shit together mentally is huge. And it's one of the reasons that I take big drawdowns is because I'm not the most disciplined in my day-to-day life, you know? Mid-20s, I'm still growing as a person, blah, blah, you know? It's just true. Like, I'm still trying to improve these things that, you know, in my teens and my early 20s, I'm not building out well enough. I'm not focusing on it. Now it's hurting, and it's hurting my trading career too. So focus on that stuff as much, if not more than you focus on your trading, and you'll notice it's going to become a lot easier. And that's why this bear market for me is a lot easier than the last one. And this next bull market is going to be a lot easier than the last one, right? Because I'm putting the focus better where it needs to be than last time. It's not perfect, still making mistakes, yada, 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 yada. But being better than last time is the big kicker, right? Do better than you did in the last bear market. Do better than you did in the last bull market. Accumulate better, preserve your capital better, all that good stuff, and you're going to perform better. Been enjoying the Hunter TPing villain arc, dude. Oh, it's my favorite thing. I've talked about this so many times. My favorite thing is to, you know, nuke out 1,000,000 OXO, 7% price impact, boom, send it on the ledger, log in and get into Telegram. Ooh, I can't wait, you know, like, and just to see people freak. And one of the crazy comments was from like Optimus something the other day, and he was saying like, bro, it's irresponsible. Why don't you sell 10 ETH at a time instead of 40 ETH at once? It's like, well, bro, throughout the day, like, because I want to sell my bag here. I don't want to sell 10 ETH here, 10 ETH here, 10 ETH here. I want to sell 40 ETH here. And if it keeps going, I don't care. I'm going to sell another 40 ETH here instead of 10 ETH and then 10 ETH here. Like, and the freak out is fun, dude. It's fun. And it's not like I'm dumping on my followers anymore. We're not up 2x. We're not up 5x. We're up hundreds of x's. If you guys ain't got a plan at this point, it ain't my fault. You know, I'm willing to help you. I'm not trying to like throw you guys under the bus or anything, but you know, it's not my fault. And it's just, it is what it is. Like, I'm here to make money. I'm here to make money and to help other people make money. And I'm doing a pretty good job of it. And so, yeah, I'm right there with you, Tommy. The Hunter TPing arc on OXO is a great arc. And I'm still holding like $2 million in OXO. You know, I'm still holding more than half of my size after 350x. Who is doing that? Single digit people. I mean, like, I've brought in more people into OXO, more volume, interest, eyes than anybody else, hands down. And that's not to slob my own knob or nothing like that. It's just a fact. And people just get so butthurt about it. But then there's the handful of smart ones in the Telegram that are very happy I'm talking about this stuff. They're learning from it, and they're becoming better traders and investors because of it. Those are the guys kicking ass. The guys whining, they're going to round trip that shit so hard. Whether they round trip, you know, the first big pullback, whether it's from 10 cents, 20 or 50, whatever, whether they round trip that shit, sell the bag only to miss out the next wave, or they round trip it all into the next bear market, those people are not learning when they should be. Right? And like they expect you not to TP this. Look at it. How am I supposed to not TP? Oh, but it's going to go to 500 million. Well, yeah, it probably will go to 500 million. And you know what? Since I'm a slow mover, I'm going to have more to sell there. I'm going to have more to sell at 1 billion or wherever it goes because I'm moving slowly. And they don't seem to realize on my size that selling 1 million OXO on my original size is like 1%, 1.5%. That is slow. I'm not going to go TP 0.25% all the time. Like, I'm going to sell that fat bag, watch people freak out, you know, crack a beer open and chill out. It's going to be a great time. But, and also, most people don't know, you know, I got taxes to worry about. I got a fat tax bill. I got to pay that bad boy off. And you know what comes next year when I do that? Another fat tax bill. So, like, I got to, you know, secure the bag. It is what it is. And, well, you know, I'll look back 2024, 2025, just like Spell, and see, damn, I could have just held it all, made $100 million, ooh, whatever. But, like, the hindsight shit does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. It just really doesn't. Use a bot that monitors Uniswap and interesting transactions. Yeah, I use things of the sort, for sure. Need to get burnt to learn from it. Absolutely, dude. Like, some of my buddies, they wanted me to teach them crypto, help them get into crypto. It's like, dude, you want to get into crypto? Get in now and get wrecked over the next year. Get absolutely wrecked over the next year. Put in money you can afford to lose and get wrecked. That's how you do it. You know, you don't just follow me and become a big winner out of nowhere would never fail. You're gonna fail, and you take some big losses. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and it won't ruin you, and you'll learn a lot from it, and you'll come in and kill it after that. But you gotta get in, and you gotta get wrecked. I mean, that's not everyone, of course, but that's basically a rite of passage, and it teaches you the lessons you need to know to be a successful trader. And sure, there's the outliers who can come in super disciplined already, they can understand what you're talking about, and they can do it without having to get as wrecked as others. But even those guys are still going to have their days, right? Bro, I know. The comments when I sell are absolutely hilarious. And people will be like, bro, you don't need to wait, like the nice guys. Like, you don't need to waste your time in Telegram. Like, you don't need to waste your time on these morons. I'm like, dude, I love it. I'm having a blast. And I like to be able to teach. You know, there's people in there that are learning from it. We've chatted about CAW, absolutely, dude. All right, so nice little trading psychology session. I know, like, some people, we just want to get the shit coins, but that stuff matters more than just a new ticker. You know, it really does. So anyways, just don't forget the long-term outlook, right, guys? We've still got a year until Bitcoin halving, and the majority of the bull market is going to be, you know, 6 to 18 months after the halving. Right? We get a good 500 days after the halving before things go to shit again. Consistently. Well, that's pretty nice. I actually drew almost exactly 579 days on each. Oh, it's monthly candles though, so it's not that crazy. But regardless, 500 plus days. Let's lowball it. 300 or 200. A big run through 2024, assuming we follow the old timelines. Right? And it might not. It might not. Nothing's guaranteed, but this is my thesis for the bull market, right? I see no reason, but the macro, but the this or that, I don't care. Right? Like, it doesn't matter to me. We go into a recession, we go into a recession. It is what it is. Unless quantum computing breaks everything, and Bitcoin literally dies, and if that happens, you got a lot more to worry about than just Bitcoin, you know? If quantum computing happens, I mean, and I'm talking legitimate quantum computing, not like the pseudo quantum computing we kind of have now and stuff, like real quantum computing, SHA-256 broken, like, I mean, what is safe? Our nuclear launch code safe? You know, our electrical grid safe? Like, you ain't gonna be worrying about Bitcoin, right? So, assuming that doesn't happen, I'm going to stay involved. I'm going to bet on another bull run happening. And if it takes years, if it doesn't happen after this halving, so be it, right? That's why you take some money out this year and you have a good plan for everything, okay? But I'll answer these last two questions, then we're going to finish up on Bitcoin so we can get into shitcoins. Can you make it greater than 500K to 1 mil with low money, less than 10K on a token? You mean on a single trade? I mean, of course. I mean, we're in a bear market, or, you know, you could think of it as, right, you know, 3 stages to it, right? Bear market, the middle point, accumulation phase, and a bull market, right? Bear market, midpoint, bull market. Bear market, midpoint, bull market. You know, I don't even know if you can classify it, but bear market, midpoint, bull market. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry if that's really loud. I didn't have time to mute my mic. But, you know, if we're seeing OXO, Pepe going up hundreds and hundreds of X's in a bear market, you best believe you can definitely make a huge X trade in a bull market. I'm going to mute my mic a second. I got to blow my nose. But like, yeah, it's possible. You know, I put in, you know, the 50K into OXO, and if I had all of it still, it'd be about $4 to $5 million. So divide that by 5, you know, 50K to 10K. That's 10K to $500,000 to $1 million, right? Like, that's possible. It's literally happened. In OXO, it happened in Pepe. I mean, it's possible. And if it's possible in a bear market, it's sure as heck possible in a bull market. So yeah, it's possible. Is it the move? Right? Is everything going to do this? Obviously not. Are most things going to do this? No. Very few are going to have a killer run like this and in such a short period of time. And honestly, OXO is going to turn out to be very bad for a lot of people. It's going to set a precedence. And it already has. People will ape anything I buy now just for the hope that it ends up like OXO, and it won't. And it might long term, like, you know, Wisp, for example. This might go on an OXO run one day. But there's people that are buying it, expecting it in the next month or two, and they will sell it before it goes on a killer run next year. Just facts. And they will hold stuff up 10, 20x just in the hope it goes on a 300x run like OXO. And it's going to mess them up. You know, the mindset that you get when you see something like this happening, especially when you miss out, it sets a bad precedence for your trading. You get greedy. You go, damn, I want to make that much money in 3 months. You know, I want to make it like Hunter did or whatever and all these OXO guys. And I want to make it now. Damn it, now. Like, I don't want to make it next year. I want to make it now. Well, that's the fastest road to the end of your trading career you could get, right? Do I think OXO is done for now? No, I don't think so. I mean, we hit 10 cents. We hit 9.5. To me, that's hitting 10 cents. We didn't hit on the dot, but we hit 10 cents, right? Like, that's a big level. So maybe, you know, just maybe we get some consolidation, you know, whether it's like this or, you know, like this back to 5 cents or whatever, or maybe we just keep running, right? I don't know. And there's not really any way to know. If anyone says they know, they're honestly lying, right? They don't know. But do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if we go back to 4 or 5 cents. Do not be surprised if we go to 15 cents and we don't even really stop much here. Both are equally possible. What I'm seeing is everybody wants a bag. Everybody really wants a bag. And there's a lot of wallets that are not all inning right here. You know, I've seen these 500K USDT wallets. They buy 10K, they buy 20, 30, 50. They've got a big amount of cash that they will buy these dips, and they're patient traders. Right? So, and you also got to take into account, I think I'm seeing a comment on it. The DEX is either going to be a very bullish event or a very bearish event. A lot of people will just get out. Like, a lot of people just sell their bags into the DEX release because they're playing the DEX release as a catalyst. Right? So don't be surprised if the DEX comes out and you see a candle like this. Because these are the guys selling that are not in it for rewards. And then it'll calm down. The only people left will be people that are in it for rewards. And slowly, as those rewards start to look really good, people are going to get in. The guys that really want the rewards are going to load up. And we're going to continue the run. But don't be surprised if we just nuke when the DEX goes live. And don't be surprised if we rip, right? If the DEX goes live and there's a lot of traction in the first few weeks of the month, it's going to keep going probably. You know, but anyways, I did say I was going to read these 2 comments. So we're going to finish Bitcoin. I'm going to answer all these questions. We're going to talk more OXO, but like I said, Bitcoin dictates this. OXO doesn't run without Bitcoin looking at least half decent, probably. So anyways, monthly looks decent. I still think there's a good chance we see 40Ks this year, whether it's from here or we go lower and then we go up. Maybe not this year, maybe into next year or something. But I think there's a good chance that that's the next bigger picture target. And another last thing I'll say about the monthly, guys, is the majority of the bull market also happens when momentum is rising and on the positive side. Right? Like this -0 line, I'm using a CCI, If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like an RSI. It's a momentum indicator. And you can be rising in momentum like we are now, but still negative. Just like every single intermediate phase for BTC, right? It's just very similar to previous times, you know, and if momentum existed back here, it would have been the same the first cycle too. So don't get ahead of yourselves. Don't feel like you have to make it now, because you're going to look back next year and realize, damn, you could have made it next year if you just didn't focus so much on making it right now. Okay? Because there's a lot of meat left. There's a lot of meat left in this cycle. There might be a down cycle in between. Be ready for that, right? Don't be scared of it. Have some dry powder at all times. If that means missing out on a run this year, it means missing out on a run this year. It's okay. All right, it's okay to miss out on stuff, guys. It really is. I miss out on stuff all the time. I missed out on almost the entire Pepe run. Could have probably made $30, $40 million. Missed out on all of it. It's okay. All right. Looking at the weekly for BTC, doesn't look great. Weekly cycle's coming down. Momentum's coming down. Price action is in a downtrend. We're trending below the weekly 8 EMA. Things don't look great. I think Bitcoin could certainly keep rolling over, but at the same time, it's pretty much just a range trade. Like, we haven't really rolled over yet from this range. If we do, you know, I think we can see low 20Ks, realistically. So, you know, if we break down, that's what I'm talking about. Don't be surprised. Like, hold on. I'll be right back. My girlfriend's sleeping. My cat's locked in there, and he's freaking out. So I'm going to go let him out, and then I'll be right back. Hey. 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 Who's tired of sleeping? They're saying, feed me! We're gonna get you some food soon. But, yeah, like, just don't be surprised if we dump down lower. Don't be surprised if we just range and make new highs. They're both equally plausible situations. But my first instinct, right, is that this doesn't look that great. It looks kind of weak right now, but it's just typical chop solidation. Okay? Same thing on the daily. Same thing on the daily, guys. Like, we're just running the lows, not bouncing hard, so that doesn't look good. But we could just as easily just whoop as we could, you know, like, yeah, it could go up, down, or sideways. What-de-do? What do you know? Like, that's how a range works. You know, so if you're playing the range, I'd rather be long here than short. If you're playing big picture, I'd probably rather just be exposed in spot, but not levered up. And that's about it, you know. Like, the only plays right now are playing from range low to, like, range high, kind of mid-range trades. Or just being patient, waiting for a big dump if we get it. And then just playing shit coins while they look good. You know, like, that's the only real options right now. And sitting on cash, right? Sitting on cash is fine. Like, you don't have to be printing a ton of money right now. You obviously would like to be taking advantage of these opportunities if you can, but you don't have to be. It's not the hype phase of the market. All right, now, that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. You know, if you guys have questions on it, you know, we can talk about it, but just don't forget about it, guys. Don't forget about it. When you wake up, look at Bitcoin. Get a read of the market before you do shitcoins. It takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do a top down. Like, when you're by yourself, you're just analyzing quickly. I can do this in a minute. You know, I can do a whole top down multi-time frame analysis in a minute. So spend a few minutes every day. Go over Bitcoin. Go look at stocks, right? Go look at the dollar. You know, this stuff matters. All right? But, anyways, let's answer these questions and get into shitcoins. So, yeah, Poma, yes, you can absolutely make it in one trade from 10K to 500K plus. Like, it's possible. But I would not set all your focus on that. You know, how about 10K, you roll that into 50K, take half off, roll it into something else, hold some of that cash, spread your wealth around a little bit. You know, diversifying is good. Hold your winners, let your winners run, cut the losers that you don't believe in, leave moon bags, but don't feel like you have to make it all in one trade. That is a big misconception. Just because OXO went on a killer run does not mean that everything's going to do that and that you have to make it all in one big trade. No, because think about it. You can get OXO returns on 5 coins. A 2x, a 5x, a 2x, a 5x, a 5x, a 3x. Boom, OXO returns. Same results. It is what it is, right? Like, someone's messaging me, but my address, like, leave me alone. Oh yeah, did I want to buy some BB3A? I don't know. Let me see. I got some money on Arbitrum. Maybe I'll nibble a little bit. Maybe we'll do a little nibbling. I just hate that they removed the Trader Joe pool, man. It was so nice. It was so nice having thick liquidity for this coin, because now, like, oh, I want to buy 10K of this, 15% price impacts. Well, that's great. Like, I love buying a small amount for my portfolio and it pumps it 15%. Like, woo. But you know what? It is what it is, right? Like, look at that. That shouldn't be the case. But it is what it is, right? Like, I want to get my bag. All right. Also, stream's been fine, guys, right? Quality's fine. Sound is good and all that stuff. I'm gonna assume it is. True stuff about your impact on OXO. Positive one. Absolutely. And it's like every day, man, I get a heartwarming message about how someone's life has been changed because of it. You know, they made back all their 2022 losses. Must be nice. I definitely haven't. But it warms my heart, man. Like, that makes me feel so much better than making my own money, than being able to pay my taxes, all that stuff. Like, that's nice for my own life. But more than anything, the heartwarming messages make my days, dude. They really do. Like, I love to hear that stuff. It makes me so happy. So yeah, I know I've had a good impact on it. Have you seen a demo of the OXO decks? Yes, I have. I've seen a demo from the last month, I think. I believe before they finalized UI, so I don't know if I've seen the final. I don't think I've seen the final product. I hope, because I really like what I've seen, but it's still a bit complex for retail. Like, it needs to look like Uniswap. It needs to function simply like Uniswap. It can't be like 5 or 6 steps to do it. It's just too much. For most people, you know, for the guys that really want the privacy, it's not too much. You know, if I really want to be private, I can go through 5 steps. I don't care. You know, once you learn how to do it, it's click, 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 you're done. You know, it takes 2 minutes longer than Uniswap. Who cares? But for most people, for a big traction, it needs to be seamless as Uniswap. And I wasn't getting that feel yet. You know, like, it looked good. It looked really good. I was impressed. And it works. That's the big thing. It looked like it works. That's what I care about. But it needs to be seamless. And it didn't really look that way yet. You know, like, it was like a 3-minute video to show off this working when it should be like 30 seconds. But as far as I know, they're improving the UI after that. And more than anything, it works. And it looks good. It does look good. It looks unique enough to OXO. So I was impressed. Very happy with it. Like, if it launched that way, I would not be upset by any means. But I would like to see a little bit cleaner UI. That's my only thing. All right, I'll open the window. There you go. But yeah, it looked good. Like, I don't think we have anything to worry about. OXO will have good ETH payouts as long as this goes per plan. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, it really should be like some really nice, clean, real yield. And there's not that many places where you can get 20, 30, 50, 100% plus APY straight ETH in non-diluting fashion. Like, in some way, most protocols have a diluting structure, whether it's through an escrowed model, like long-term, or whether it's just giving tokens in their own project, you know, like. So I think if it builds traction, once people see it's safe, it works, and it's lucrative, the money's gonna flow. Even if we get a big sell-off when it launches, like, the money will eventually pick back up again if it works properly and it gets volume. Simple as that. I think it's inevitable. In that case, you think OXO is done for now? Like, I don't really know. You know, I think I talked on that a bit earlier, but I really don't know. You know, I expected a sell-off into 10 cents. I did not even get to sell as much as I wanted to. Like, I was looking at it at the peak, at 9.5 at the new high. I was like, man, everyone's going to bitch at me for ruining momentum. And I shouldn't have cared. I should have just sold another 2% like I always do. But, you know, I whisked out a little bit. Oh, I don't want to ruin the momentum. I'm letting the jeets and the idiots get to me a little bit there. But, you know, I don't really know. I don't know if it's done for a bit. Maybe. I mean, would anyone be able to complain? You know, a 350x run from the lows in just the last, like, 2 weeks, 450%. I mean, like, people are going to be making fun of OXO holders on Twitter if this happens. Like, oh, look at the top. Look at everyone holding it down on OXO. Meanwhile, if you got in, like, a month ago, early April, you'd still be up almost 1,000% on a big dump. So, like, who cares? I TP'd a stack of OXO, feeling FOMO hard, waiting for the inevitable nuke. Yeah, don't worry about the FOMO, dude. As long as you've still got a moon bag and you keep making money if it goes up, don't FOMO back in. Do not FOMO back in. Like, if it keeps going up, it keeps going up. Hopefully you did not take off, you know, 80% of your size in one go. Right? That's why I like to move slowly. 2% here, 2% here, 2% here, makes a new high, 2%, makes a new high, 2%. Instead of like, wait, boom, selling 90% of my bag in one go, which obviously I can't do on my size, but if I could, I still would not want to do that. Because then, you know, if we do just keep ripping, you know, you're going to have kind of a shitty average. Versus if you sell some, sell some, sell some, sell some, a little bit, you know, if this keeps going to 30 cents in one go, your average will be here, maybe at 20 cents. Versus if you sell 90% here at 8 cents, and it keeps going really hard, your average is still going to be 9 cents, right? So move slowly, guys. I mean, if you sat the whole way out without TPing, maybe TP a little more than 2% your first go, maybe 10, 20, 30, whatever, but, you know, try to move slow. What about Wisp and its staking, even with inflation, worth pursuing? I think so, yeah. I mean, if you're staking, you know, you're not really getting that diluted, like, you should be getting the staking rewards too, so your position should be constantly increasing. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's super low market cap. It's 1.3 million. Most of the coins are being staked. I think a good portion of this is not even circulating. And what is circulating, a good portion of that is just being staked. You know, there's only 5 million coins available to buy right now. 70K. That's not much. It won't take much interest to pump this up. But it's not one I'm looking to sell this month or even this year. Like, if it goes back to the lows, I'm not stressed about it. You know, don't be surprised if it goes back to the lows. Because, yeah, there's staking rewards and there's no hype on ZK Sync yet. This is a long-term 6 to 12 plus month play. If you're not about that, I wouldn't buy it, to be honest. With the release of the DEX soon, it should do well if the DEX is good. It should. Ideally, it does. Don't be surprised if it doesn't. The big question is what you think about psyop. I don't know. I don't really care about psyop, to be honest. It's like the bin play or whatever. I don't have any interest. Like, this is the chart, right? No, this is the wrong chart. 20 million volume. You'd think it's the right one, right? No. That's how they get you. I'm guessing it's the 26 mil lick one. Right? I mean, I can only guess that's the right one. I hope so. But I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on it. First off, I don't know anything about it. So I don't know what to think about it. Second off, $500 million for what? It's got to be liquid gold on the blockchain. So, yeah, also, I don't know if this doesn't make any sense. This is probably not right. 25 mil on one side, 300K on the other side. It's got to be the wrong chart. Does that mean it's this one? This looks more accurate. But if it's 2 mil, that's a different story. If it's 2 mil, it's a different story. But, you know, I don't really know. I mean, I guess we could check. We could check real quick on here. Yeah, this looks to be the right one, not a honeypot. But I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so I wish I could talk on it, but I don't really know anything about it. But from the vibe I've got from how people talk about it, it's not something I'm really interested in. 2% of the leftover bag. Like 1% of my original. That's why when people on Telegram talk moving slower, how much slower can I go? 0.25%? Like, I'm just not going to do that. I'm like, sorry, you're going to see some big 7-8% candles when I dump. Get over it. Like, or be happy about it, you know? Because the big boys that are loading up still, they're happy when I dump. That's their entry. You know? And when I sell, I'm one seller. It's going to take 20 buyers to lift that back up. I'm literally increasing holder count every single time. Staking is full, it seems. Yeah, staking's full for Wisp. There's clearly plenty of interest in the staking. So I'm all staked up completely. 80% APY. I mean, I tried to stake the first minute it was live in the long-term pools, and I couldn't get in. It was already full. So that sucked. Because I'm in for the long term. It would have been nice to get the extra 100% APY, but you know, I don't really... Actually, that reminds me. I probably got to restake. I think my staking's probably up. Ooh, had a double hit there, huh? Yeah, I know. I'm always like, yeah, that was another reason I didn't sell my OXO at 9.5, because I was trying to check, because the limit orders suck. You know, your limit orders, at least the ones I use, are based off of ETH. You know, it's not a USDC price, it's an ETH price. So I have to calculate what's ETH worth and what's my actual sell. My sell's like 1% higher. So I was like, damn, do I want to sell this on market and then also have the limit order hit too and like double nuke it? I don't know. So I canceled the limit. And as I was canceling it, someone else sold, and I was like, damn it. Like, now I'm not selling, you know? Like, I'll just hold. So I feel that. Limit orders are kind of a bitch. And I had another one that didn't even go off the other day. I was so annoyed. What do I think of the OXO wallet that was shared? I missed that part of the AMA, so I don't even know what they said on it. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like, is it a fully private wallet, or is it just like a wallet to hold OXO in? I mean, I don't really know anything about it, to be honest, so I don't have any feelings toward it. No, Fiance Mons, I would not say my plan is just to hold everything I have for rewards, but I'm not gonna sell the dip, probably, unless I really have to for like an emergency. I'm not gonna sell the dip. Like, I'm only selling higher highs right now, so I didn't get to sell 9.5. I'm not gonna sell here just because I'm bitter about that. You know, if I hold back to 5 cents, it's okay with me. I've sold all the way up. Like, I'm already happy with what I've sold. I've gotten so many new bags from selling all the way up, and I got a nice, you know, juicy little cash stack that if we get hit hard, I've got money to buy the dip or just be cool, you know, holding what I've got for rewards. But I'm not strictly holding all of what I have for rewards right now. Like, you know, if rewards go live over here and we pump up like this beforehand, I'm gonna sell a bunch, you know? Like, I'm not just holding for rewards, but I will hold a stack, a big stack for rewards, absolutely. But I'm trying to hold a certain dollar value for rewards, not an OXO amount value. Like, I'm not just gonna hold 20 million OXO coins, guaranteed, you know, for, like, if we go up 2x from here, I'm gonna hold 10 million. If we go up 4x from here, I'm gonna hold 5 million. Like, that's the mindset. I've got a dollar value I'm looking to hold, but that's about it. 0x in crypto 100 million. I mean, shoot, that'd be nice. The bid on this is crazy. I mean, we went down from $15 to $9, and then 5 hours later, we're back at $15. So it's honestly going up faster than OXO even did. You know, in the last 3 weeks, right? The last 3 weeks, we're up 25x. How about that, folks? How about that? And not only that, but my entry back here for Blockcircle Gang, there were 2 other opportunities to accumulate, even lower than I bought. So the people who did that, they are chilling. And now, because of that, everyone's trying to buy the next OX coin, OX Shield, OX Blockchain, OX Block. I wish them the best of luck. And some of them might be legit. It's just so clear to me they're all trying to fly on the OXO hype. Which is fine. Like, and if they're legit projects with real use cases, it's okay, and it could be a valuable addition to your portfolio. But as far as I can see, none of them are doing what OXO and OX Encrypt are doing, or they're just trying to copy them. In which case, it's not going to have the same level of performance, community, and hype, all that good stuff. It might be a good trade still. I'm not saying don't buy the other OX coins, you know, buy them all if you want to, and I hope it works out well. But I'm done. Most likely, unless I see something extremely nice at a good valuation that I like, I'm done buying OX coins. Other than these 2. And even these 2, I'm not really buying anymore. I'm just kind of holding, and I'll sell on rips. Half mine don't work. Yeah, limit orders are so shit on DeFi. But thanks for tuning in, Logan. I appreciate you, brother, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I do both, Don. I sell manually, and I sell on limit orders too. You know, I just do whatever feels right. You know, I have limit orders all the way up to like 20 cents. But if I get close to a limit order and I'll just want to sell manually, I'll do it manually. You know, I've got 2 separate wallets, one for limit orders and one for market sales. Just mentioned they're working on one. Oh, the wallet. They didn't explain what it was supposed to be. Because it's got to have some good features. Or why would I want to hold it on a proprietary wallet instead of just my own private keys? Like, anyways. Yeah, already down 23% from the highs. We're back at price levels not seen since yesterday. Whoa! It's like, you know, this is literally the all-time high before yesterday's move. Like, I don't personally care about 23% down, 50% down, whatever. Like, it's still levels we just saw 2 weeks ago. You know, like, I'm straight with it. So, you know, if you're going to freak about stuff like that, like yeah, a lot of people are panic selling right now. It's guys that wanted to sell 10 cents, did not realize maybe I should sell into 10 cents. They're waiting for the exact mark, 10 cents to sell. And now that's nuking, they're thinking they missed their chance, and so they're going to sell at 7 cents instead. When back here, they would not have sold at 7 cents. It's backwards. And it's people with a bad plan or no plan that are doing this. You know? So, no hate. You know, anyone can sell what they want to. I don't care. I don't care if we go back to 3 cents. But, you know, I'm just following my plan. Because, you know, even if we drop 60% from the highs or whatever, like, I'm rocking a good average still of 2,000%. And for my lowest bids, still 100x. I don't care. You know, like, I'm riding this bad boy. And I've already sold half. on the way up. You know, I sold my initial back here at a penny. 90% lower. You believe that? Because that was my plan. And then I've been selling a little bit all throughout this way up. Little bit. Over and over and over and over. Free money, free money, free money, free money. So I don't mind if we dip. I would welcome it. You know? Get some panic selling going, baby. I want to see people whiff the bag. I want to see someone sell their whole bag. Get out of my way. One less person to bitch at me when we go up and I sell more. I do want to get away from 666, the million market cap. That cringes me out a little bit. What's your take on Buccaneer smack talking on OX Encrypt? Y'all, if you're in Buccaneer, shut the hell up about it. If you're in Buccaneer and the other OX projects, do not talk about the other projects in the Telegram. The dev is psycho. And I mean in the best way possible. Like, this is the kind of dev I want behind my project. The guy is clearly extremely intelligent, extremely passionate about his project, the utmost respect for him. But he's also extremely critical of everything else in existence that has to do even remotely with privacy. So don't mess with him, because he's going to wail on your bags, which might not matter, but it'll get people panic selling. If you don't want that, leave him alone. Don't talk about your bags in that guy's presence. He's going to FUD them. And it might not be FUD. He might really believe it's true. It might really be true. Just don't don't try it. Like, there's no reason to do it. You know, but I mean, the guy seems to know what he's talking about, but he's also extremely hypercritical and fully believes in his tech, doesn't believe in a lot of this other tech. So, you know, I would take it with a grain of salt. I don't know what he knows, so, you know, maybe it's legit stuff, but I don't care. You know, just don't mess with him, dude. He's crazy in a great way, but he'll come fuck up your stuff. Pardon my language. Yeah, they're overexposed. They don't have a plan. Stop biting my cables. Move. They're overexposed. They don't have a plan. So when things start to go south, when things start to go down 30%, they sell the bottom. You know, or they sell it down 30, 40, 50%. They think, oh, like, yes, I didn't sell the bottom. And they don't buy it back. And then they miss out on the next big run. It's the same thing over and over. The same people that sold in here and here. And it's different if you're buying in here and you don't sell, and it's going down and you realize, all right, then you want to take some profits. That makes sense. But like the people that are buying in here and here only to sell here, or they're buying, you know, 5, 7 cents, it goes to 9, comes back to 7, and then they want to sell. I don't respect it. It's weak sauce. But, you know, no hate. Like, power to you. You know, everyone can do what they want. Oh no, I haven't checked out unibot. I've had this shield debate since the beginning. I don't think I'm gonna ever buy it. I don't know anything about it. I've never really looked into what it is. So it could be really legit. You know, give me the rundown. What's the reason for me to ape this? You know, up 1,500% from launch. What's the reason? Like, if we talk about OXO, I can give you the reasons why it's worth to ape. What's the reason to ape this right now? What stops me from getting dumped on? Like, if it dumps, why would people buy it? Right? That's what I want to know. So let me know that, and we can talk more. OX Encrypt still looks very good. Nice, steady uptrend. Right? Nice pattern of higher highs, higher lows. I think if we get dips back towards, you know, $6 to $8, I think we're buyers, guys. You know, I think we're buyers on consolidation. I think this goes a lot higher. Like, I genuinely think this could run $25 to $50 million market cap. 100 million? I don't know. It's not my goal, to be honest, but, you know, why not? You know, it just depends on how good the stuff they're developing is. Oh yeah, I seen that you DM me, Drew. I haven't heard of it. Did you join Blockcircle? Hey, let's go, dude. Welcome to the club. It's all over. Drew's, it's over. Gosh. No, I'm just kidding, but let's check it out. Oh, well, someone listened to you. Someone said, Hunter's gonna buy. We gotta front run him. $12 million market cap. Give me the spiel, brother. What's the reason to buy this, you know? You know, give me the spiel. At the same time, let's look. Poof is where the revenue kicks back to. Oh, is this not Houdini? Did I spell that right? Oh, not Houdini. Houdini. The damn magician. I spelled that right? I think so. Poof is Houdini's token. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's like it's a revenue thing. Is this the right one? Let's pull it up on Dex, Annie. Let's see how the contract looks. Looks pretty good. Not a honeypot. That's nice. But you know, what's the spiel? Right? You know, what revenue? Where does the revenue come from? Is it just from taxes? You know, what keeps people buying this? Maybe I'll buy some for the culture. I trust the homie. Throw a little in for the squad. Yeah, what's the spiel? Give me the spiel. Hmm? A mixer. Ooh. Mario Nallfall. Who's that? I never heard of him. But like, we'll ape some for the culture. All right. We do a little cultural aping. Yeah. I think that's all we're gonna do for now, though. We'll keep pinging me if we pull back, because these apes are gonna start to follow me already. I can feel them frothing at the mouth to follow me now. But you know, give me a ping again if we get a little pullback back here. See, ping me again. I'm definitely interested. I like Mixer stuff a lot. I don't know who. We're gonna have to look that one up. Is that just like a Twitter personality, or is that a real person? A Dubai guy, only 2 years older than me. Founder of IBC Group. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, I've seen him before. Gotcha. See, it's funny. I don't know the name, but then I see the damn Twitter profile picture. I know who it is. This guy used to invite me to, like... I'm pretty sure this guy used to invite me to conferences on LinkedIn. But that's pretty sweet, dude. That looks cool. I like the mixers. I really do. So thanks for the heads up. Anyways, OX Encrypt looks great. Snail, guys. So people get so confused on Snail. They're like, oh, it's just VC garbage. It's just another meme. But I don't know about that. I've seen some very, very interesting holders of this one. Very interesting buyers. Oh, okay. My comments weren't updating. Dev's the only one buying. Supply choke imminent. Interesting. Devs are buying. The newest federal agent, yeah. Should be good for publicity, but I'm with you. I'm not sure what that guy's doing, partnering with a mixer. Okay, you're gonna have to give me the remit shill. People have been asking me about remit for like the last few days. I don't know what it is, and I'm honestly I'm not gonna look into it. Like I just want I want y'all to tell me what is it. Like why would I buy this? And I'm not buying new highs. I'll buy it if we go back to 02. But I'm not buying the new highs. Like I want this to dump. If I miss out, I miss out. I don't mind. I hope y'all win. But what's the shill? What's the reason to buy this at $3 million market cap? Anyways, yeah, Snail. Very interesting meme coin. Some really big wallets in this one, guys. Some wallets that have held stuff before diamond handed really hard. So I'm in this one for a big dub. Like, already up 2x. Definitely looking for more than a 2x again from here. Maybe like a 3x again before first TP, like $100 million or something. Very interesting meme coin. They airdrop to the top like 400 holders of a bunch of other meme coins. So you're going to get other diamond handers holding this too. I think it's going to be very interesting. And the liquidity is getting nice. Like, OXO's got 2 million liquidity at $60 million market cap. Snail's got 2.3 at $30 million. Very nice stuff. Anyways, moving on. Arbitrum bags that I really like. GND. Really nice revenue model here. I bought some initially back here at 350. I bought some more in here, and I'm going to buy some more low 400s if we get it. And then I'll be chilling on that for a while. Just some good Arbitrum exposure. I think it's a good protocol. It seems undervalued. Really nice liquidity for the market cap. And in addition to that, I've been buying Tinderfi a lot. They're kind of like a GMX-esque project. They've got the escrowed Tind and, real yield and stuff like that. I think it's a good project. It looks really cheap. Down from $7 to $1. So I was buying from like $1.40 to like $2. This is a long hold for me. Or, if we get a big pump, I'll obviously sell some. But I'm staking this. Loading up my escrowed 10 for the long term. Seems like a dope project. So that's my other Arbitrum bag. Basically at all-time lows. Sure, we could go back to $1 again. But I don't really know if we do. So I'm not personally looking to sell this anytime soon. Just more Arbitrum exposure between those two. BV3A, also Arbitrum exposure combined with privacy. This is the first fully private coin I've ever used. And Monero too, of course. Monero private, but like on-chain privacy right here. And just look at it. You don't know the market cap. You click on a transaction. You're not going to be able to see anything about how many they got. It's not going to show you how many they got, where it is. Like, it's private. You go to the address. No BV3A. It doesn't show up. You have no idea what this guy's done with it. You don't know where he's sent it afterwards. You don't know how much he has. Completely private. And they have a really cool function where you can send BV3A to a new address privately, and it'll automatically convert it to Ethereum. Thus, that you have gas fees already on the wallet. So you don't have to sell it for gas. You don't have to fund that wallet with gas from another address, which would dox that new address. So you can send BV3A privately to a new address. You can set it to sell some of it for ETH, which it'll do privately, of course. And that's that. You're on a completely brand new wallet. Nobody knows about it. And you're good to go. It just works. It's sick. And there's only 1 million BV3A on Arbitrum. It's on Ethereum 2. It's BV2. The V3 hasn't come out. It'll be BV3 when it comes out. All BV2 tokens will be convertible, blah, blah, blah. But I rather have it on Arbitrum. Just note, these are not the same. You will never be able to bridge your BV3A to Ethereum. you'll never be able to bridge your BV2, even when it's converted to BV3, into Arbitrum, because BV3 and BV3A are different coins. It's the same thing, but Arbitrum is already live. It already works. Ethereum BV3 is not live. It doesn't work yet. So if you want what works right now, and I just rather have stuff on Arbitrum, BV3A is the move. The only thing I would say is fully private right now, and it works. Super cool project. Yeah, we can talk Ka for sure. Back at your entry, I mean, it's still sitting at like the all-time highs from when I talked about it. But yeah, I mean, this is basically my entry too. Like I've bought a few times in this range. You know, my average size is probably like a little bit lower than this, like 40, maybe like 35 cents or something like that. But this is a long term for me, and don't believe this either. It doesn't matter. And not only is this wrong, but the founders are gonna burn almost everything. So definitely just focus on this. Super low market cap. The game they're developing actually looks good. Moon Tropica, it actually looks pretty sick if you've seen gameplay. I don't remember exactly how the like tokenomics work or whatever, but it's a Ryan bag. You know, my boy Ryan got me into OXO. He's a really smart guy. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's talking about here. So I bought a bag. You know, I don't know that much about it, but I like the looks of the game. I like the looks of the people in it. So I'm, you know, it's a long play for me, for sure. I'm not trying to sell this anywhere near here. You know, if it goes to $1, I'm probably not selling it. Like, I want to see this go 10x from here, 20x from here. Then we can look at selling it. But for now, it's just a long hold. If it either goes up big time or it goes to 0, and I'm not selling it all the way down. Like, that's what this one is for me. No connections, dude. You can't see your balance. And another thing that BV3A does is if you go to, say, Uniswap. If you go to Uniswap right now and paste in the BV3A token address, it's going to show you a balance that's not true. It might say you have 23K tokens. Refresh the page. It might say you have 40K tokens. Refresh the page. It might say 2K tokens. Because it doesn't know. It doesn't know. It's an anonymity feature that because your balance is actually hidden from the blockchain, it doesn't know what it is. The only way for you to know is to use the Bermuda app that they have. And you can decrypt, or you can decrypt your balance, but it makes your address no longer private. So you can decrypt it, check your balance, and then send it privately to a new address knowing your balance. But I'm not doing this personally. I'm just keeping track of how much I buy in my transactions. You know, like here, this guy, he bought 2,000. He writes down, I own 2,000, you know, because when he goes to Uniswap, it's going to say he owns 20,000 or 4,000 or 8,000 or 10,000 or whatever. So you have to keep track of your own balance, but it's a really cool feature, and it shows me that it's working properly. It's a really, really cool coin. Honestly, one of my favorite coins on market right now, but it's a long hold for me. Very long. Like, I've had some Monero for like a year, and I'll hold that for years too. It's the same kind of vibe. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I can't have you up here right now, pal. Sorry, buddy. But, anyways, another Arbitrum bag I like, rdpx. You know, I feel like the options coins have kind of become a meme, and people are kind of sick of them because they haven't done anything in like the last year. But I think they're undervalued. I think on-chain options is going to be a big thing going into this next cycle, and I want some exposure. And it's literally at all-time low. I mean, all-time low is $10, so not exactly, but you know, other than those 2 wicks, you know, the all-time low range is like right in here at like $20. So I bought some at like 21, 22. Nice reaction so far out of there. I'm looking to hold this for a bit, honestly. I might TP some into like the range high if we get up there, because it's still a range trade for now. But if we start to expand, I mean, it's been a year of sideways. I could see some really nice expansion on this one. You know, upwards of $100 to $200, which would be a 10x for us on this. So really nice. I just think that, you know, our rdpx v2 or whatever is coming out soon. You're gonna have to burn rdpx for rdpx USD or whatever it is. I don't remember exactly how it works, but it's very bullish. It looks very bullish for DopeX and rdpx together. So I have a small bag of DopeX, a big bag of rdpx, and I bought some Plutus as well the other day, but not even gonna really talk about that. So really cool. Really like that one. Chart looks good. Not much more to say about that. I think it's a great project. Hey, man, I kind of wish I bought more of this. How much do I have of this Gene project? Only 10K, not much. I'm gonna throw another $5 in this one, honestly. Like, this is a cool project. Liquidity is not great, but I forgot to buy more on the dip, and I still like it at $2 million market cap. So we're gonna nibble a little more. I typed the wrong passcode, damn it. Man, this is my only decentralized like science bet. Why can't I find it? Oh, I'm still on Arbitrum. Oh, I'm not. Oh no, this is on Arbitrum. I didn't even realize that this was an Arbitrum bag. Damn, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna buy more. We'll just hang out. I got some good Arbitrum exposure already. But oh wait, do I have some? I might have some leftovers on Arbitrum from my BV3 pair. I do. Yeah, okay, we're gonna use that to buy it then. Genome's DAO. I don't think there's slippage, is there? Oh, it's on fucking Camelot. Gosh, there's just so much to do nowadays, guys. You can't just go on your other L2. You gotta go on a different exchange on the L2 too. You know, it's like, can't just make it easy, right? Alright, give me Genome's DAO. Where is it? There it is. Is it USDC pairing? No, it's not. .4% price impact, not bad. Not bad at all. Give me a second to update my portfolio here. Simple math, like something like that. There we go. There we go. Pump that up a little bit. I like that bag a lot. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about it off the top of my head. The guy who got me into it, I think it was maybe my buddy Benjin, maybe. But when he told me about it and like what the use case is, it actually seemed pretty cool. Like, I think you can like give your DNA out and get paid in Gene or something like that. I don't know. But it's a cool project. Definitely a unique one. Like, if the idea of decentralized science really takes off, I think this is one that's going to run hard because there's nothing else really like it on the market. So, I quite like that one. I quite like that one a fair bit. Okay, I've spent some cash on stream, so I need to update my cash holdings. 70... 50, something like that. Nice. There we go. So yeah, really cool project, very unique. Not sure on the tokenomics of it, honestly, but you know, again, it's a buy and hold to 0 for me. It's a buy and hold to 0, right? I've only got 0.5% of my account in it, so you know, I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit on this one. Any thoughts on Heart? I thought I do have that up here. I don't know. It looks dead, honestly. I thought there'd be more hype around the whole pulse chain thing, but it looks pretty dead. But it's a buy and hold to 0 for me, personally. I mean, I've got, just like Gene, I've got 0.4% of the account in it. It's a small bet for me, a small gamble. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep holding it because I think if pulse chain hype comes back, this could be a big runner, and it's very low market cap. So, you know, maybe you should have TP'd someone this way up. Yeah, but, you know, that wasn't part of my plan, so I didn't. But no, it looks kind of toast. Like, I don't know if I would buy if I didn't already own it, but I do own it, and I don't think I want to sell it. So I'm feeling okay with it. But like I said, it's a small bet for me. 0.4% of the account. Maybe 0.5. I'm not sure if I got it a little bit higher. I think this is about where I got my first buys in. But it looks okay. I mean, I don't think it's anything special. It's a hex coin, right? So, you know, it's dog shit already. But the hex guys are insane too. If this ever takes off, it's gonna run hard. All right, sorry for whoever asked me to look at Friend earlier. By the way, I hope you're still watching, but I don't know what this is. I assume it's just a meme coin. In which case, I don't have any interest in playing it. Like, other than Snail, I'm actually like completely done with meme coins. I don't know how long they're gonna keep going for, but it feels like time is running out. So I'm not really touching these anymore. But I do wish you the best of luck. And if there's a legit use case, that's a different story. But as far as I'm imagining, Friend, you know, is probably just like a meme coin. So what's the deal with Panto? Like, is that supposed to be a play on Canto? Pant swap? What does that mean? It's all like mumbo jumbo. They can't just tell you about the project. Who's got the rundown? Who's got the rundown of Panda? Who was it that asked about it earlier? I don't know if they're still here, but Yoshi's kind of like Heart, dude. Like, it either mega pumps one day or it stays here. This is basically 0 in my book. You know, and I bought in a lot higher. I bought in like 3x from here, which was about like 1.8% account risk. So a fair bit for me on a meme coin, but enough that I can just hold. You know, I'm just like, there's some interesting like connections, maybe. Can't really tell if it's bullshit. Kind of got skamazed by Bripto Bennett on this one. Not his fault by any means, but I don't know. I don't know if it's legit or not, but the connections are interesting enough for me to just hold for me. I don't have any alpha on it or anything, but I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. Hold on, my girlfriend's calling me real quick. Just give me a second. So yeah, I wish I could say I had some like big alpha on it, but I don't. I don't think it's that quality. It's either gonna be, you know, if it takes off, it's gonna be like this candle. You know, it's just gonna go straight up. But for now, you know, I don't know. I don't really know about it. I wouldn't personally buy it here if I didn't already own it. But I own it. I'm underwater. It's small enough that if it goes to 0, I lose less than 2% of the account. I don't really care. But it could pump from here, and I can make 20% of the account, so I'm gonna hold it. So I'm just sitting on it. I don't think about it. I keep the chart up and I have alerts set in case it goes up, but you know, I don't really know. I don't think it's really worth the ape here. All right, let me check something on my address here real quick. Ooh. And people send my address scam coins all the time, just hoping I'm gonna approve the contracts. Like, I'm not gonna approve your scammy ass contracts, folks. I'm trying to see how much I put in noise. So I put in 15K into noise, and I TP'd like 10% of my bag for 11K. So I'm pretty much completely covered on risk. I got a lucky sale, dude. I was the sale at the high. Like this one. That's your boy right there. 11.4K. That's me. I got really fortunate in catching the peak of that. And I made sure I didn't dump on the homies or anything. I think I shielded at 1200. Right? Which was at May 18th, 1400. I gave it basically a, 12, 15 hours, whatever. And, got a nice move off of it. TP'd a little 10%. And I'm honestly probably going to add more if we get back towards my entry. And my main entry is like, in here and in here. So probably like 800 to 1,000 average, something like that, I'd wager. I think I mentioned it to Blockcircle in 12. Because the problem with it was I was still accumulating. I was still like, I didn't get the size I wanted, right? Like, I was hoping that we'd keep ranging for a while. And then it just broke out. I was like, shit, I hate when I'm still accumulating and it breaks out. Because I want to let you guys know as close to my entry as possible. But when I'm still accumulating something so low liquidity, low market cap, I can't really tell people about it yet. I've got to like, I want to keep working it. If I'm telling 100 plus people about it in Discord, it's going to ruin the accumulation plan, right? So I can't really tell about it. But then someone asked me about it on Twitter. I mentioned it once on Twitter without even thinking, damn, it's going to ruin my accumulation plan. And it kind of did. But then thankfully, it pulled back like 50%. So I was able to mention it to Blockcircle just above my average entry. So I didn't feel too bad. But yes, still very much bullish. Still holding like 90% of my bag. I think this is still very undervalued. I think it's going to be a long play, though. I don't think this is going to be one that's going to just... excuse me. That's just going to rip endlessly out of nowhere like OXO. It's more of a longer play. So I'm hopeful that I get to average down some more into my range and complete my accumulation. Excuse me. I should have muted for that. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, we're really going 2 hours already. Holy crap. But, yeah. So, I mean, I'm still holding 90%, so I still very much like it. Panto a dex on shibarium. Ugh, shibarium. Puke. Hey. What? Someone's hungry, I think. We're gonna get your food soon, pal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I care about shibarium. I mean, I don't know. It's on ETH. Why is it not on shibarium? That's the big question. If it's a shibarium thing, why do we have to buy it on ETH? Is this even the right one? I guess so, the only one. I mean, maybe I'll nibble for the culture. Give me a little shibarium exposure for 0.1% of the account. Gosh, liquidity is garbo on this, though. We'll throw in some change. It's basically at all-time lows. Could be interesting. At least it's a project that's sitting at the lows instead of sitting at the highs. So, down from 20 cents to 3 cents. I don't know. Why not? Let me update my spreadsheet real quick. I don't think I updated my... I updated the BV3A. Updated my Gene. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought that other poof coin, but I didn't update that. Someone else aped after me. I see you. I see you, bruv. So I need to add that real quick. I'll add the details later. I'll just add the important stuff real quick. Panto. What a dumb name for a project. I'm sorry, it's a stupid ass name for a project. Uh-oh, Bitcoin looking dumpy. Probably keeps ranging, but it looks really shite. Oh yeah, did I ever get the shill on Unibot? What was the deal here? Yeah, shibarium's kind of cringe, right? Like, it just kind of died. xgpt? I've never heard of it, honestly. Was it like a chat GPT knockoff? Ugh. I think I missed the boat on this one, honestly. Sure, it's only $1 million market cap, but what's the shill, brother? What's the xgpt shill? What's the reason to buy it up, you know, 10x in the last week? And where's the unibot shills? Where are we at? And where's the remit shills? What even was remit? Where's the person that's gonna tell me why to buy this? I mean, I can look it up, I guess, but is it block remit? Looks like it. Give me a fucking phishing warning. Well, we're gonna dip out of that. I mean, that tells me all I need to know about fucking remit. Maybe it's false flag, but we ain't fucking deal with that shit. Y'all fucking hear that, dude? Doon. You are getting scammed. No, thank you. Unibot is just maestro with token. My boy, I don't know what the fuck a maestro is. And Tommy's saying it too, like maestro. What is maestro? I've never heard of this. Maestro did it again, aped the fucking top. Is this... Surely this is not what you guys are talking about, right? Maestro that rugged? No, it's not. Surely this is not it. This rugged... This was created and rugged 5 minutes ago. Holy shit. And it rugged for like 1 ETH. What, Drew, what is Maestro? Anyways, regardless of what it's like, why would I buy it? I buy it because it's gonna go up. I get it, like, you know. But what's the, what's the hype? Like, people on Twitter are talking it up like it's the next best thing. A Telegram buy-sell interface? Why? So you can... Oh, I mean, that's kind of nice. I mean, that's kind of nice. Are there, like, kickbacks or something? You know, does it benefit holders? I don't think I'm gonna buy it. That doesn't sound that interesting. But that's nice for sure. Working on rev share. Honestly, everyone's doing rev sharing now because of OXO. Yeah, facts. No, sub 50K down here. Like, that's when I first heard about it too. During this consolidation, fucking, Ken was shilling it to me in this area. So if I'd bought then, I'd be pretty happy right now. I just don't really care to ape it up here. Like, it could keep ripping. $3 million is a low market cap, but I just, I don't really like aping stuff that's already up like this. Like, I'm just not really about it. And, a lot of times I miss out on a fat pump because of it. But that's okay. I don't lose sleep over it. Like, the nice thing about this year, guys, is if you missed the 10,000x on Pepe, it doesn't even show up all the way. We can't even see. This is the wrong chart. If you missed the massive gains on Pepe, what is that short? What? I didn't put that in. Like, I no longer care about missing anything. I mean, I could have gotten in early on Pepe for a fat size and made a bajillion %, but I missed it. I will literally never feel pain from missing something now. Like, I missed the bajillion % gain this year. Who cares if I miss a 10x? Hey, thanks, Don. I hope you have a great rest of your week, brother. Nah, utility season is right. Now everyone wants the revenue share, baby. Everyone's gotta be like OXO. That's how I know my back's gonna keep going up, baby, because everyone wants to copy the king. Okay, I'm gonna feed you soon. Relax, please. Feels good, man. Feels good to be copied. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on Unibot. I hope it rips. Don't get me wrong. I hope it rips hard for the homies that are in it. Like, I really wish you all the best. I hope it rips like a motherfucker. What was xgpt though, Rumi? Oh, you said kind of like AI conversion interface for blockchain stuff? I don't know what the fuck that means, brother. You're gonna have to dumb that the heck down for me. My brain don't work like that. 1 ETH? What are you talking about? Oh, for Panto? I put like 2 ETH in. 2 or 3. Docs my address. Who cares? Everyone already knows it anyways. Oh, wait. Let's keep that chart up because I'm going to want to track that. XGBT, though. Nobody? And remit. Why the hell did it... Oh, the maestro rug. Yeah. No, 5 minutes ago. Launched 5 minutes ago. It already rugged. Or maybe it didn't launch. Maybe it was just only lasted for 5 minutes. Does that sound familiar, guys? But, anyways, yeah, why did this shit give me a phishing warning when I put it on the website? Who was shilling remit? I need to know. What is it? Because I can't look at the website. I guess I can just go type in the cash tag. Remit could be the next 100x. Okay. Why? I'm not seeing any like... Oh, here we go. A supercharged plugin for your wallet. Enabling features such as request payments from other wallets, private cross-chain transactions, and an MEV protected DEX experience. Does this work already? Because that's pretty cool if that works. But if it doesn't work yet, I mean... I don't know. Seems okay. Wait, anyone know if this is live? You said xgpt, someone like Siri? Are you talking about remit? I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting chart. It's making higher lows, higher highs, so, you know, that's positive, obviously, but I don't know. How do you even look up the ticker? Can you cash tag it? XGPT. Oh, it's trying to follow the OX hype, potentially. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that interested in that. Like $1 million is cheap market cap, but what's the features? You know, like what is it? How does it benefit token holders? Auto burn supply, I mean, that's nice. Remit sounds pretty interesting, but does it work? I wish anyone knew if remit worked. I'd have to look it up myself. I just don't know. Like, I mean, you know, the apes are up so much already. Like, if Bitcoin nukes, those guys are gonna be selling it off. I just don't know if I care. Like, I just don't know if I care if I miss out on this one. I mean, I've got privacy exposure. Like, I've got OXO, I've got Monero, I've got BV3A. Like, I just don't know if I need another one. Like, I don't know. I mean, if it works, I'm sure it runs hard, but I just don't know if I care. I don't know. I'll think about it. Like I said, if we get a dip back to 0.02, I'll for sure ape. But I don't think I'm aping up here, you know. The fucking degens are up 30x, like. The same reasons I wouldn't ape OXO if I wasn't in. I mean, I wouldn't have aped OXO if I wasn't in back here, because I'm just really bad at it and I would have missed out completely. So maybe that goes the same way with this one, but it is what it is. I just don't care enough. Shoot, simple as that. See how these other coins are doing. Everything looks about the same. I'm getting a little tired, honestly, though. I'm not sure how much longer I can do this. I think we're all kind of spent. We're down to about 10 viewers. But look at you motherfuckers following me on this one. Y'all gonna regret it, dude. This shit's probably garbage. Shibarium. Now, you're still talking XGPT, Rumi? Or are you talking remit? No. Get out of my trash. Damn. I don't think there's any comments from Discord really this time around. I'll check. Macro structure chart and anticipation for the next halving. Okay, I did macro structure talking the halving basically when we did psychological stuff, but you're asking about Walter White asking about rows and render. Let's check those out. I think Rose is a good fundamental project, isn't it? Ugh, chart looks terrible. Ugh, chart looks terrible. I almost aped the heck out of this too at the peak. Yeah, chart looks bad. Doesn't look anything special at all. I'd much rather be in something that has a weekly structure, EMA-wise like this, than a weekly structure like this. You're basically gambling that it's going to reverse like this, and I don't know. It doesn't look any better than anything else in the market. That's my big thing. Like, go look at everything else, except the few winners. I mean, they all basically look the same, right? They all look like this. Dude, look at people that are only trading on centralized exchanges right now are so wrecked. All these projects look horrible. Like, they all look so bad. If I was just trading these coins, I would be so wrecked. Probably a nice short hedge on SNX. Gosh, whole market looks terrible except for like our DeFi coins, guys. And Bitcoin's not even moved yet. Imagine if Bitcoin goes to 20K, something like that. Everything's going to be toast. But yeah, I'll be honest, brother. Rose might have good fundamentals, but the chart looks dog. I don't see anything special about the chart. You know, if you want to accumulate and get like an average in the range because you like the project, I think that's fine. You know, the bottom is 3 cents. The high is like 11 cents. So 5 cents is a pretty good bid. If you're a believer and you find a reason in it holding long term down here and you're going to like average down. But I don't see anything special about this chart at all. Render, on the other hand, I think looks decent. Yeah, render actually looks good. I mean, does not look good on the daily. It looks like it's topping out on the daily. But like big picture, at least the chart looks decent. At least it's broken out of its shitty accumulation phase. So, but I don't know, you know, we're getting some signs of exhaustion. You know, you're up from 40 cents to $3. You got some bearish divergence across multiple indicators. So, I don't know. I mean, you could keep playing it as long as the daily market structure holds. Right? As long as you keep making higher highs and higher lows above like $1.60. But if you lose this, I wouldn't want to be in it, right? I think you probably go back under $1 if that happens. You know, kind of reminds me of how Stacks went. You know, like it made that big bearish divergence into the final push, and then it broke market structure, and it just kind of crushed since then. So, I'll be honest, White, I don't really feel any great about either of those. I think Render at least, you know, has an uptrend intact, so that's a nice sign. But, you know, kind of a toppy candle there on the 4-hour and the daily. So, you know, you could build a position into the lows here. Like, nice, tight risk-reward. If you close below the lows in the daily, you know, you cut it. Pretty good risk-reward of the highs if you can catch a nice cheap bid. But I don't know if I'd be buying here. I don't know. The risk-reward doesn't seem that good. And for what? You're basically already at bull market peak. Like, you know, it's $2.50. The peak was $7. You're like a 2x away from the peak. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that great. I'll let you know that since you're probably not watching this at the very end of the stream. Let me see. How far are we into this? We are 2 hours, 10 minutes. Okay, so that answers that. Dove asked, how's y'all mental health holding up? We talked about mental health and psychology earlier. Where do you see the pulse chain ecosystem in the future? Aaliyah, I'm gonna be honest. I'll go ahead and post last thing I talk about. I don't know anything about Pulse Chain, to be honest. I know it's like the Hex ecosystem. But I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's hype. I don't know if there's a lot of value to be had in it. I think Hex is garbage. So naturally, I don't really think much of Pulse Chain. I'm sure there's money to be made. I just don't have any helpful info for you. You know, I wish I could give you some info that's helpful, but I just don't have it. Yeah, I mean, sorry, brother. I think it's Garbo. Remit needs a good dip. Yeah, like, you know, we could just rip up from here. Like, you go to the 15-minute, it probably looks like, you know, oh, we're making a bull flag or whatever. And it might, you know, we might just rip up from here, but it's one I'm okay missing out on. Like, if I look back months from now and this is at $1, so be it, right? Like I said, I missed a 10,000x on Pepe. I don't care if I make a 20 or 30x on whatever this is. But for the homies that are in it, I hope it goes to $1. Like, y'all deserve a big dub, so I hope it rips. If it rips without me, it's okay. I'll be hyped for you guys nonetheless. But I'm just not buying this pump, you know. I'll buy if we dip to 2 cents. If not, I mean, you know, is what it is. But I think that's it for me, guys. I'm beat. It's been a nice, like, 2.5 hour stream. It always blows my mind how long these can go without me feeling like it's long at all. I mean, like, I used to be so hard to even talk for an hour. Now we go hours and it's just simple and easy. Because you guys are here being active in the chat. That's what, I mean, I scroll up in the comments, there's hundreds of them. Like, that's what makes this so easy to keep going. So, bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope to see you all in Blockcircle. If it's something that you're interested in, we're offering a lot of value there. You're going to hear what I'm trading about first. You're going to have me on call, basically. And we're launching our digital investment analytics platform soon. All going to be included in the Blockcircle membership. So I think you're going to want to be a part of it. But if not, you know, you can catch me on Twitter. I'm pretty active on there too. You'll definitely be hearing about my plays later than entry, but, you know, is what it is. Excuse me. Goodness. All the glory to God. Much love. Thank you, Jesus, that I'm able to do this. Could not do it without you. So, all glory to you. If anything changes in the market or any of my bags big time, I'll maybe make a video update. I always say I do. I rarely do because usually, like, there's just not much to update until the next week comes around anyways. But if something really changes, I'll make an update this week. If not, you know, I'll update the threads for every coin in Blockcircle whenever there's something to update. Until then, I hope you guys have a great start to your week. Great start to your trading week. Treat yourselves right. Trade responsibly. And I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah? All right, Evo. I'll see you in the chat, man. Peace out, fellas.